episode 2. Really important information in regards to the Ford Ranger, the Ford Bronco, the Ford Mustang, 2024 Mustang. We need to talk about scheduling information, and we need to talk about, what to put on your order, what not to put on your order, and what to order right now. So 2024 Mustang ordering has started. So you want to order up your 2024 Mustang. It started today. Will this thing sell out? I don't know. The price has gone up considerably. And some people are saying that it looks like the nicest Camaro ever built. It looks like, GM, they've stopped making the Camaro. And some would see the Mustang and say, hey, did GM finally make a really good looking Camaro? That must be a really expensive special edition. No, it's the new Ford Mustang. So that's what some people are saying. And don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what some people say. Other people love the style because it's brave and it's bold. It's not just a copy of what's come in the past. It's not a copy of what we've already seen. And sometimes it's nice to have something fresh and different, because if you don't like it, well, you can find a 2022 or a 2023 or whatever model pleases you. Marie and I think, well, I'll speak for myself. For that type of vehicle, I like the idea of doing a retro mod on the 60s Mustang, or even the 2005s that you love the look of the 2005.
Taking the model that people loved.
Yeah.
And remodel it.
A little nostalgia is great. And let's face it, not a lot of 19-year-olds are buying Mustangs. And I remember the Mustangs from, I'm one of the weird ones that actually liked the look of the styling of the 90s Mustang. And, you remind me I have no style. So, fair enough. It's one of the disliked models, but I like the 90s Mustangs. They're like the 94, 95. I like quite a bit. The 2000 Mustang, 2005, you love it. So those are all models that they could have done a retro mod on, or they could have gone back and tried to, put a new spin on what a 60s Mustang built to today would look like. I know the Shelby Cobra, there's a company redoing the look of that to today's styling, that it's just beauty. It's pure perfection. It's like, well, for example, Jaguar. Jaguar has one of the best looking objects. It's a vehicle, but they happened to make one of the most beautiful things ever seen by the human eye. So when you're going to go build a convertible, and you either want to sell them for a very high price, or sell a lot of them, do a retro version of that 60s Jag.
But at the same time, I have a question for you. Is it just because the new model you think it looks like a little bit like what is it? Not a Corvette, the other one?
Camaro. Yeah.
And in the back, I found it looks like a little bit like the lights of a Dodge, like Charger, Caliber, stuff like that. Is it because of that you wanted a retro mode?
No, I really I love the old styling.
Yeah.
But I also really appreciate how the new Mustang is offering something new. It's called the new Mustang. It looks new, and I think it's brave. I think it's bold. I like it. I just don't know if I'd trade my 2022 for it. Mm-hmm. And there's a bit of a price increase. I think in regards to mechanics and engineering, wow.
I'm okay if you want to keep that one. We'll just put some stripe on it, so we're like a brand new car.
I take time to get adjusted to things. I remember when the 2015 Mustang came out, I wasn't sure, then I saw it, loved it. When the 2017 came out, they did a remodel, and I was like, oh no, I much prefer my 2015, or maybe I had a 2016 then, I don't know. I've had a Mustang every year and move all over the place. But I was convinced.
It was before the Bronco.
I was convinced I didn't like the new style of the remodeled 2018. Then I saw it in person. I was like, oh no, this is nice. Like up front. So we'll wait until I actually see the new Mustang in person to really know what I really think of it. And it's cool. The local dealership, well, we've got a Mustang right in the showroom, a 67 convertible. It's not for sale.
That's a beauty.
It's just for for me, that's real art. That's the type of art I want to see. No, I don't. I like to look at it, and I want everyone to enjoy and appreciate it. So this is all about scheduling news. So let's get back on right back on topic. Ranger, you need to order. You can't order a Ranger right now. So here's the Ranger news. This is everything I know about the new Ranger. Likely, it's going to continue to have the 2.3 liter. It's going to continue to have the 10-speed transmission, and we can't order it yet. But internal rumors is that there'll be a 6-cylinder and not just in the Raptor. Because we all know the Raptor, it's getting a 3-liter V6 like they have on the Explorer and the Aviator. So a tested engine, a good setup, good transmission. But there's rumors that we're going to have a 6-cylinder, not just in the Raptor. So I'm really hoping that, let's say a Wildtrak will come with a 2.7 liter. We'll either be ordering these online probably in April or May, or at the dealership, and who knows, maybe at the dealership it's only going to be when order banks open up, and they could open order banks really as late as a month before production. So production ends, I've shown it on no, I haven't shown it. I've talked about the commercial fleet notes, and it's been sitting on the fleet notes as July 7th for closing down the 23 Ranger production. They could close the factory for 1, 2, max, 3 weeks. So I'm expecting July 2024 Rangers to be built. So you'd think last call for orders would be in June at the dealer, or maybe April or May online. So we don't know yet whether we're ordering online to do like sort of reservations like we did with the Lightning, or if it's just going to be go to your dealer and get it done. Now the Bronco, of course we all know Bronco ordering was today. I didn't get to order, so I miss my Bronco as much as the Lightning is the fastest vehicle I've ever had. It's the most comfortable vehicle I've ever had. It's has no cost of driving it. It just I'm not even going to count what it cost me in electricity, because I've done some rough math before, and I think charging up cost me about $3, and I get 300 kilometers in the winter, 500 kilometers in the summer. It's ridiculous. It's mind-blowing, but it just doesn't have, even with the bigger BF Goodrich KO2 tires, it doesn't have the character my Bronco had. I'm going to order a Wildtrak. I believe I've decided on a 4-door Wildtrak. I retested today the Gladiator with the 2.3 liter. Badlands 2.3 liter flies. It's great. On the did I say Gladiator? On the Everglades. Wow. Must be secretly thinking about that plug-in 4-cylinder Jeep with all its torque. Ford, let's get on this plug-in Bronco. You might lose me otherwise. But I love 6-cylinder on the Jeep. I do not like it one bit. You've got to put it way high on the RPMs to get it to move anywhere. But the 2.3 liter on the Everglades, because of the weight of the tires, I would need to throw on a tune on that. And I think I'm just going to go with a Wildtrak 2.7 liter, because it's just really impressive power. Even when you've gotten used to stomping down on that electric power, get with 0 to 60 mile per hour speeds of roughly 3.8, 3.9 seconds. So that's the news, but for those models. But let's talk about scheduling notes. I've got scheduling notes. I just want to talk about quickly things to avoid or things to get for the Bronco. Avoid ordering an Everglades. They're not getting built right now. Avoid ordering a base model. They're not getting built right now. And let's switch over to some other nifty little things. Too many people want Wildtrak. I know. I'm saying that's probably what I'm going to order. I'm okay with it taking a good amount of time. I've got the electric Lightning. It is a fantastic truck. Unbelievably impressed. We'll talk about news about fires in just electric vehicles in total. But right now, 0% production on the base. Sasquatch package is 42%. And the Wildtrak is forced the Sasquatch. You'd think they'd favor it. We'll find out. So far, Wildtrak has been a bit of a key to having your order take a little too long. Lux package, I'm avoiding that. I'm going to go with the high package, but the Lux package, only 36% production towards the Lux package, and a lot of people really do want Lux package. The 3-door, 15%. And Marie doesn't like the look of the 3-door. I love the look of the 3-door, and I love M Peugeot. said, you're just saying that because you're on live. M. Peugeot said that the
You got me.
2.7 liter with a 2.7 liter OBX, so Outer Banks, flies. And I love the idea with a two-door. So it's light,
That's
the engine's
dangerous.
power,
No, you
It
never will
flies
be able to have one.
off-road
Dangerous.
beast. In our area, we've got trees everywhere where you're off-roading. I'd have such good maneuverability, but Marie's like, no, no, and no.
But remember how easy it was when we were on vacation with the dog, when we have 4 doors so we can enter the dog that was muddy paws
Yeah.
in the car. It was easier
Vinyl
than...
or leather.
Yeah.
So vinyl or leather, yeah.
That's a must to have with kids or dogs.
My other choice was indeed Badlands. Let's get a nice little view back here. My other choice was actually a Badlands because the Badlands, it comes with those great year-round tires. Honestly, I'm still between a Badlands and a Wild Track. But let's keep going down the list. The front bumper, Ford Performance Heavy Duty modular bumper, 36%, so I'm not worried if you order that up, and they do look great. That's like what you have on the Everglades right there. Tow capability at 40%. Throw it on if you're really going to need it. It's worth, if it does cause a little bit of an extra weight, definitely worth it if you need it. You've got brush guard. I'd avoid that. Little, splash guards, brush guard. Avoid it. Get it at like all accessories at Ford, just get them at your parts department because now things are still somewhat constrained. Paint protection film, avoid at all costs. So that is how I would be going, I keep that all in mind when you're looking at your 2023 Bronco. Hard top right now, that's kind of scary. So last week's notes, so week of March 20th to March 24th, 2023. I've seen Everglades at 0% for the longest time, but soft top roof right now is at 100%. So you want to get scheduled, unless this changes, they are going to rebalance this because hardtop was higher for, month after month, but right now it's 0% for the hardtop. Dual tops, 0%, 2.7 liter EcoBoost, 65%. That doesn't worry me. Wild Track series, 23%. So Wild Track at 23%. Everglades, 0 manual transmission, also 0%. So just keep all that very important information in mind when you're looking at ordering your Bronco. Now, the Maverick, we've talked so much about that, but right now, Tremor, there's still space on the Tremor package, but people that I've seen that ordered a Tremor, I'm not, half of them got scheduled, at least on the ones on my list. So for some reason, I'm going to look more into that. For some reason, some Tremors aren't scheduling. So I'm going to look into that. But Maverick, really any accessory that you can, get it thrown on at the factory. Sorry, not at the factory. Any accessories, get them thrown on at the parts department. So whether it's spray and bed liner, plastic bed liner, mud guards, paint protector, film in the front, covers, all that stuff, throw it on at factory. Now, luxury package, they had worked it out. Luxury package right now is down to, I'll have to come back next week with that because as you can see, the notes here, okay, but then it's also in the F-150 section. So they did a pretty poor job
weird.
of cutting off the two. They did a pretty, but I must start here. So the table is all mixed up, but the XLT luxury package is at 30%, Tremor package 8%, Tremor off-road plus appearance package 3%. I don't think that's a good value. Anyways, Ford Copilot 360, 60%, trailer hitch receiver 63%, and then of course tonneau pickup box cover hard folding like Marie has, hard rolling, but the hard folding from the factory is at 5%. Avoid that at all costs.